I picked up a couple things from an antique store last week because I thought they were pretty cool. I really like this old hammer to go on my hand tool bench, but the handle's terrible. So I'm gonna make a new handle on that, clean that thing up. It doesn't have any maker's marks or anything. You can tell it's forged because it's got, forging mark across it, but it's an old one. I just like it. But more than that, I like this little plane. I got this little shoulder plane of some kind. I've never seen one built like this, right? With the, I don't know what you call it, the sole sticking way out past the edge of it. However, it's extremely worn. I've already spent about 30 minutes at least with some crud cutter and water cleaning it up just to get through some of the grime. But it's not usable as is. Let's see if I can show you here. The sole, which has been repaired right there, is not as wide as the iron. So the iron actually protrudes a little past it, makes it not usable, and it's obviously been abused. Somebody's beat the back of it with a hammer. They've hammered so hard on this wedge that it has split a little bit through there. So my plan is going to be, originally I thought, okay, this sole was something that was applied on there, but it's actually not. Once I got to looking and tracing the grain back, that's all milled out of one piece of wood. So what I think I'm going to do, because I have to do something if it's at all going to be usable, is I'm going to make a new sole out of some oak that I have around here. So I've cut it to match the 60 degree angle of this iron. And my plan is going to be to shave off the sides of the sole where it sticks out, put a groove through the top of this. I'm not going to try to dovetail it in there, I don't think. I might, but I might just go just like a straight dado groove all the way through. Shave this off, put a new sole on it, clean up, sharpen this iron, clamp and glue this back together, and just clean this up a little bit more. I'm cleaning the grime and stuff off of it, but some people really like all the abuse that you see on old tools. I don't necessarily want them to look new. Well, actually, I don't want them to look new, but I don't like them to look abused either. So hopefully when I'm done, it'll look like it was a well-maintained old tool. That's always my goal. Quick update on the old tools. Shoulder plane has got a new sole on the bottom of it, made out of red oak. And what I did is just saw the old one off, put a groove through this one, glued it on, cut out the middle, refurbished the iron on there, so polished it, sharpened it. I went ahead and made a new wedge for it. This old one has a lot of damage on it, and I don't know, just made a new one. So I'm going to put some color on those since it's red oak on probably ash or something like that. And then the hammer, that old beat up handle I cut off, I'm making a new one out of some walnut. It's a shop hammer, right? I can use it around here. I'm not going to be pounding in 3-inch nails, so I realize that hickory or white oak or something would be far superior in strength, but I had a piece of walnut that was roughly the right size, and I think it'll look good. All done. The hammer, I get it that it's not as strong as it would be if it was white oak or ash or something like that. It's a walnut, kind of narrow handle and all that. That's okay. I mean, it is a workshop hammer, a workbench hammer. I'm not going to be driving framing nails with it or anything like that. It'll be fine. The plane, it's as good as I can get it. It's sort of usable, but it's got a twist in it. So it would be tough to use. I don't know if I can straighten that twist out or not with clamping and heat. I just don't know. I don't want to loosen up the glue that I just did. I didn't notice that twist before I glued the sole on and put the iron in and try to line everything up. We'll see. It might just be a decoration. My next tool project, I bought this coping saw kit. So it just comes with the ends for a coping saw blade. It came with a couple of handles and some instructions. So it's going to be like a bow saw style, and it should be a lot better than a typical coping saw like what you see right here, because there's no way to really tension those blades enough. So with this bow saw, it's got a string tensioner on top, and I should be able to get the tension a whole lot better. We'll see how that goes.